emotions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Yellow. Let's go on, 80. 54. Right. 54.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Dustin Colquitt on the punt. We'll likely see Brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 89 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Set,
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Darnold. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. That one caught by Gibson. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One set. Check, Mike. Check it out.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Defense all day. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Check Mike.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yellow. 180.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Watch the boot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case,
they'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
but there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. On 2nd and inches, Darnold. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs 13.
Check 53. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Check, 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 check.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Lets it go for Nelson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Yellow, yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. They complete it to Hill. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mahomes firing complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Aaron Jones. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Busts through the tackle. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes going to throw. being chased out left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Proehl, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Barkley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I would bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
50 seconds left.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he's got some space here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leader,
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it third down. Here's Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 53 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up second and 9 at the 12-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. On third down, Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They run for it with Mixon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a bit. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Here's Darnold. This is brought in by Gibson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go. Let's go.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me.
Lady.
Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the run. 53 from 10.
To throw is Darnold. This will be caught. It's Mack, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go.
Yo, lady.
A first down throw, Darnold. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he cuts, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 59 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Darnold from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Mahomes going to throw, and he's got his man on the out route. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
Here we go, son.
57, Mike 57. Come on.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
57 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Inside of a minute to go now, 2 timeouts left, still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, son.
57 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Check 52. Ready.
second down. Here's Mixon. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Barkley. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there. And he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it